Advocacy must be meaningful and has a purpose. Well, I'm just so excited to hear our ladies as they share their advocacies to us.
My advocacy is to stop the hate, learn to relate. This advocacy of mine is mainly in supporting and creating a safe environment for the young people who part of the LGBTQIA+ community. For I believe if you are a strong sense for who we are, we know our value and the things that we can do for this society. Kaya sa lahat ng tatay na nanonood ngayong gabing ito, kung kayo po ay may mga anak na bakla, sila po ay inyong tanggapin dahil we have a purpose in this world and that is love and respect. Dakalpong salam.
Good evening. Gays are known for being hardworking. We work 24 hours in order to feed our family and to find some financial needs. We do different jobs. By expressing our talents, likes, and professions, we stand as a breadwinner in our family. Sometimes, we forget that we have our own dreams. Instead, we are fulfilling the dreams of our family for their own sake and well-being. However, the worst thing that we experience is we are being mistreated, considering we don't have silbi, or being cancelled by our own family and by the society where we are residing. As I speak here tonight, my advocacy will be focusing on building a community, an organization for gays, and this will be called Bahay Kalinga para kay Manay. This will be possible by the cooperation of every LGBT members here in our community, or here in our country rather. I am a proud breadwinner. Therefore, I am very much honored to start this advocacy to open a home for Manay where we are free to collaborate and to live together as we share our ideals, dreams, and purpose in life. And in order for us to feel the equality and equity in the same roof in home for the golden gays. As I end my speech about my advocacy, I hope that I enlighten the people in the crowd. Let us all remember that gays, we are not just only a gay. We are like a lion king in the jungle. We are brave enough to stand out and to lead ourselves. But as we grow older, may we experience a life where we are treated like a queen in our own home. Therefore, let us push my advocacy that the dreams turn into reality. Again, good evening.
Good evening, everyone. My advocacy is entitled Incomplete Family. Growing up without a complete family was very hard for me. The warmest hug that I wish I could feel from my parents was missing. But as time goes by, I'm being used to it, and I realized that I didn't have any choice but to accept and understand that not everything is perfect. The important thing is how I show my love and respect for them. The beautiful memories we shared together before is something that I will treasure for the rest of my life. And I think that's the most dominant part despite being incomplete. Arigato!
Good evening. Older age. What is it and why is it important? Iniisip ng lahat na alam na nila ang katandaan at kung ano ang mga pangangailangan at gusto ng mga matatanda. Ngunit, lingid sa ating kaalaman, napakarami pa nilang pangangailangan gaya na lamang ng maayos na tirahan, maayos na pagmamahal at tamang pag-aaruga. Sana maisip natin ang mga sakripisyong ginawa nila noon tayo ay bata pa lamang. Sana matumbasan natin ang mga ginagawa nila sa atin noon tayo ay mga bata. Na lahat ng mga sakripisyong ginawa nila, lahat ng paghihirap, palitan natin ng higit pa sa lahat ng mga ginawa nila. Yun lamang po, dakarpong salamat.
Thank you so I believe in order for us to understand another person, we must find a common ground to bring us all together even as a divided community. I grew up in a world where everyone is different: race, gender, age, and even in the church that we are attending. And that taught me a really important lesson of life, that being different is normal, and that cultural diversity should be valued. Recent news, recent views are shocking, yet an eye-opening to me. Racism, war, discrimination, and even hatred is still a huge issue that people need to know it's real, and we have to work on it. And I believe if we find a place in our hearts full of love, peace, and forgiveness, we could have an amazing world to move forward and build a world to a better place. Reginam equerimus, que alios, homines inspirare et educare et ego esse credo. In English, we are looking for a queen who can inspire and educate other people. And I believe I am her. Good evening.
Good evening. In these trying times where ideology of our own gender identity has a standard, me and myself stands for what I believe in. That being your authentic self is very important. It shows that nothing is impossible with hard work and determination, despite of our own gender identity, religion, or sexual orientation. In this time of uncertainty and fear that has seemingly taken over our country, we remain steadfast amidst all the challenges. As a member of the LGBTQIA+ community and as a nation, it's our responsibility, it's my responsibility to strive and to take actions despite of our country's social and economic problems that we face today. And I want you to be stronger. I want you to be a fighter. We need to pay attention to initiatives that promote equal opportunity and access to education, security, and mental health care without knowing the person's gender, race, or sexual orientation. It's all about human rights. If we unite and use this as our social basis, there is no more telling, and we can finally live in a happy and peaceful world where negativity is no place and only love and happiness is the only legacy we can live in this world. Ladies and gentlemen, people of Barangay Benedicto, Florida Blanca, Pampanga, we are all human beings. We just want to be loved. We just want to be seen. And we need to treat each other that way. Dakal pong salamat.
Good evening to each and everyone. My advocacy, it deals about we LGBT members are truly exist in this society. In dealing with this fortunate time we embrace nowadays. As a youth, as a member of LGBTQ plus members, an aspiring beauty queen, a young woman standing for the equality and respect for mankind. My defense advocacy once I am crowned the next Miss Gay Benedicto Bayong Civil 2023 is just to be somebody. Someone who will encourage people, my fellow LGBT to be specific. I am becoming the torch to light the darkness, and eyes to brighten the things that you wouldn't see. Those things are just not my advocacy, but rather my mission and vision to accomplish. Once again, I am Jill Jane Illustre, your candidate number 8, saying that emo kabud sa sabiyan, gawan mo iti, para ka rin kapara mong tao. Dakal pong salamat.
Hashtag preserve Palakal River. Pampanga was named the culinary capital and the Christmas capital because we have a lot to offer. And here in Florida Blanca, we have a summer place of Palakal River as local call it. But the question is, are we preserving it properly? And with that thought, as a youth who has concern in our environment, I think we should recalibrating and start first step on saving and preserving our natural heritage by teaching our tourists on how to properly segregate our waste so we can keep the cleanliness of our river.
Number 1 na.
Setting posters and placing the trash bin around the area can keep well aware that tourists well aware of our mission
Because above all, if all of us will work together as one, a small act can leave big impact in our nature. Good evening.
Nowadays, the leadership of Sangguniang Kabataan is one of the most relevant issues. My advocacy as a youth and a student pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Social Work is to strengthen the leadership abilities of Sangguniang Kabataan by educating them on the fact that basketball, in particular, is not the primary responsibility of an SK chairman. To function effectively in their community and enable the youth to become best version of themselves and to be prepared for all the obstacles and trials in life, they would need some seminars and trainings. Consequently, they must balance their projects, programs, and activities to satisfy and meet the needs of all of their colleagues, including those relating to mental health awareness, leadership abilities, the prevention of teen dating violence, harassment, and trafficking, as well as the significance of education as the most important path to success, and a lot more. Gender and development perspective of the youth must be strengthened to lessen discriminations toward feminism and masculinity, and even LGBTQIA+ community. Basketball does not address the needs of the youth, but they must work harder to understand the significance of Sangguniang Kabataan as a role model, innovator, and enabler of kabataang pag-asa ng bayan. Once again, this is Cassie Malyari, your candidate number 10.
Advocacies can only be realistic if there is an action. Well, ladies, make sure that your advocacy will not just be a dream, but rather it can be realistic.
Miss Gay Benedicto, Best in Advocacy, is you, Binibini number 7.
With your candidate number 7 who won the Best in Advocacy. Well, candidate number 7, I heard that your advocacy is about LGBT, about equality. So how can you continue your advocacy after winning the Best in Advocacy tonight?
Okay, thank you. When I wake up in the morning, I'm asking God, what is my purpose in this world? And what can I do to inspire other people? And my advocacy is all about empowering other people despite of the breakdowns and all the negative things that people throwing us because we are a member of the LGBT and they think that we are abnormal, but we are not. We are capable of doing such things that we are can do and inspire other people despite of the things that we are experiencing. You know, living in this world is not easy, especially we are members of the LGBT. But what we can do is to fight, be more stronger, and to be fighter in everything that we do. Especially that we need to we need to work better than others because we need to prove something to them that they need to accept us. And I think we don't need to prove ourselves to other people. What we can do is to prove ourselves to us for ourselves and work hard for our dreams.
Now, after talking to you, I know that you really deserve that Best Advocacy. Congratulations, candidate number 7.
Thank you.